when you go into a new season, Cass, we're all there thinking, oh, who's going to win this? Who's going to win the title, etc. And you're always going to get these extraordinary results, especially at the start of the season, because teams, in a way, are still essentially working themselves out a lot. So sometimes you get these quite incredible 7-0 thrashings like we saw.
Yeah, I mean, yesterday was probably typical, as you mentioned, of start of the season. You go through pre-season, all's good or all's been terrible, and then suddenly you kick off the season with a result. And I mean, look, QPR fans this morning will be literally a meltdown. Yeah. But I've been in meltdown, to be fair, for a long time. This isn't just, it was the end of last season into the pre-season, and now it started with the first game of the season, 4-0 down at half-time. A frustration that's going to come out from them, I'm sure. Just it's always extraordinary when teams get promoted to different levels and how they do. Notts County and Wrexham have both come up from the conference. We had the Notts County on last night, didn't we? Or yesterday morning. Yeah. And, very, very optimistic. About their chances, invest in new players, keep hold of some they've, have done really well from last year. Start the season, you get bashed up. It's only the first game. That's all I can say. And there were some great results. Millwall at Borough, I thought that was an unbelievable result for Millwall. Gary Rowett's done an incredible job there. Got me to the playoffs last year with a budget that's nowhere near comparable to many teams in the Championship, and started off with a 1-0 victory, and Eze getting the goal. So, really good start for them.
Yeah.
And Gilles. I said Gilles would win there yesterday.
You did. 1-0 win at Stockport. You're absolutely right. There was some fascinating, Plymouth returning to the Championship, winning 3-1 at home to Huddersfield. Some really eye-catching results, like I said. And you mentioned QPR. Well, they were on that receiving end of that defeat to Watford. And the Watford boss, Valérien Ismaël, said he wants to challenge his side this season. But he is sort of playing down talk of automatic promotion. Let's hear what he had to say.
It's too early to speak about anything. I don't know what will happen in May. It's far away. It's a long run. It's just a good start. But now it makes the things much difficult. The opponent will be more aware, and we need always to challenge ourselves. But the most important thing, we want more, and we need to make sure that we concentrate for the next task we've got in front of us. And as I say, we have to see where we are, our position in December, January, because it's a long run. So you have to make sure you are in good position to speak about more purpose.
Doesn't he sound like Patrick Vieira? For a minute, I thought it was Patrick Vieira.
Do you know I played against him?
Did you?
Yeah, he played for Strasbourg and France, and he played centre half.
Didn't realise that.
Yeah. So sometimes you get reminded of your past.
Of course.
I mean, look. Rob Edwards won his first game last season, only lasted 10.
Yeah.
As we know, Watford can be a bit of a basket case, and yes, it was a great result for him.
What we will say with Watford, there's been a clear out. We spoke about it yesterday of a number of their players. Obviously, they've lost João Pedro and Ismaël Assar as well, two big name players. But in a way, you think maybe Ismaël is kind of being able to take control of the situation at Watford, which is probably what's been needed for a long time, because the turnover there of managers has been ridiculous. It's still early stages, of course. You're absolutely right to pinpoint that. But I was seeing on social media QPR fans, just as you mentioned already worrying about the season. I think a lot of fans were even left at half-time at Vicarage Road, being 4-0 down, like you said, and their pre-season didn't give many of them much hope. And they had the second worst defensive record in the Championship. It's not got much better, unfortunately.
No, and the change at the football club has been across the board. People like Les Ferdinand leaving his position, and many others.
Tony Fernandes.
Yeah, Tony Fernandes has been there for a long time. And you can feel that the club is in a real strange period of just indecision. And with that, it's compounded by what's happening on the pitch. So supporters are not happy. I'm sure there's players there that didn't play well enough yesterday, and they're going to get a bit of criticism, but it feels to me it's across the board at the club.
Weekend Sports Breakfast with Natalie Sawyer and Tony Cascarino. Sunday mornings from 6 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.